In 2020, the world suddenly changed. Cities went quiet, hospitals were overwhelmed, and millions of people stayed inside their homes, unsure of what would happen next. In the United Kingdom, fear and uncertainty filled the air. But during this difficult time, something unexpected happened. A 99-year-old man stepped outside his house, picked up his walking frame, and decided to change the world. No one imagined that his small walk would soon inspire an entire nation. This is the story of Captain Tom Moore. Before he became a national hero, Captain Tom Moore was just an ordinary man with an extraordinary past. He had served in the British Army during World War II. Back then, the world was also facing one of its darkest moments. Young Tom was sent overseas, facing uncertainty and danger, just like many others of his generation. Those years shaped him. They taught him discipline, strength, and something even more important: never giving up, no matter how difficult things become. After the war, he lived a quiet life. Years passed, decades passed, and eventually Captain Tom reached an age that most people only dream of: 99 years old. But no one knew yet that his most important moment was still ahead. In early 2020, COVID-19 spread rapidly across the UK. Doctors and nurses worked day and night. Many people risked their lives to help others. Every evening, people stood outside their homes and clapped to thank the NHS. Captain Tom watched all of this from home. He saw the exhaustion on the faces of healthcare workers. He heard the stories, and he thought to himself, there must be something I can do. But at 99 years old, what could he possibly do? He wasn't a celebrity. He didn't have millions of followers. All he had was a garden, a walking frame, and determination. Captain Tom made a small decision. Before his 100th birthday, he would walk 100 laps around his garden. Step by step, slowly, carefully. His goal was simple: raise £1,000 for NHS charities. That was it. No big expectations, no big plan, just a small act of kindness. But sometimes, the smallest ideas create the biggest impact. The first few days were quiet. Captain Tom walked slowly around the garden. One lap, then another. People close to him watched with pride. But outside his home, the world didn't know yet. Until one day, someone shared his story online. At first, a few people noticed. Then more. Then suddenly, thousands. People were deeply moved by what they saw. A 99-year-old man, refusing to sit still during a crisis. Instead, he was walking to help others. And the internet started paying attention. Within days, the story spread across the country. News channels began reporting it. People shared videos of Captain Tom walking, and donations started increasing. £5,000, £20,000, £100,000. But the numbers didn't stop. Every time Captain Tom took another step, more people joined his mission. Families donated. Children donated their pocket money. Even people outside the UK donated, because his story reminded everyone of something important. Hope still existed. Every day the country watched Captain Tom's progress. His slow steps became a symbol of courage. People woke up wondering, how much has he raised today? And the number kept growing. £1 million. £5 million. $10 million. At this point, something incredible had happened. Captain Tom was no longer just a man walking in his garden. He had become a national hero, and millions of people were cheering him on. Tom completed his 100 laps. But the story didn't end there, because the donations kept coming. In the end, Captain Tom raised something almost impossible to believe. More than £30 million. From a simple walk, from one small idea, from one man who refused to do nothing during a crisis. The entire country was in Z.